Good morning, this is Shelby Law with the Great Basin Fire Potential Briefing for Thursday, September 14th, 2017. The main fire potential impacts for the next few days include showers and thunderstorms coming to much of the Great Basin for today and continuing into tomorrow for the eastern half of the area. We're also looking for some gusty post-frontal northwest winds across western Nevada today and over Idaho and northern Nevada on Friday. After this cool, wet system moves through, there is another colder system moving into the geographic area for Sunday into the first part of next week. Precipitation yesterday occurred over portions of western and southern Nevada. We did see a lot of lightning across much of the geographic area, and some of these storms were on the drier side, particularly over portions of northern and northeast Nevada, where some new initial attack popped up. A few of these fires in Nevada and even central Utah became large yesterday with some of the gusty outflow winds from the thunderstorms. Observed precipitation for the past 7 and 30 days are shown here. The past 7 days have seen some precipitation, particularly over the western and southern portions of the geographic area. And over the past 30 days, precipitation has been much below normal for the time of year, but that all should be changing over the next week or so. ERCs have already started to come down across the geographic area, even up into central Idaho over the last 1 to 2 days with cooler temperatures and higher relative humidities. We'll continue to see a decrease in fire danger indices over the next few days. This morning's satellite imagery shows that cutoff low moving across the southern Great Basin today. That's enhancing a lot of thunderstorm development even this morning, with some severe thunderstorms possible in those areas. We also see the main area of low pressure swinging into the Pacific Northwest and the Northern Rockies. That's what will bring a drop in our temperatures beginning today, but more significantly tomorrow and into Saturday. This system will also cause some high elevation snow in Idaho, Wyoming, and northern Utah. Look at the weather for this afternoon shows the moisture in place over much of the central and eastern half of the Great Basin, with some drying begin to move into the western fringes of the area. Overall, large fire potential will be decreasing throughout the day today, with the exception of maybe some of those areas that could still be windy in western Nevada. But the cooler temperatures and higher relative humidities should contribute to decreasing fire danger. The best chance for wetting rain today will occur over eastern Idaho, western Wyoming, much of northern and central Utah, and even eastern Nevada. This snapshot is for the weather this afternoon. This morning we are seeing those storms in place across southern Great Basin. Winds for this afternoon will pick up over western Nevada and over portions of northern Utah as well, associated with that area of low pressure crossing through the Great Basin today. By tomorrow, the main core of the low pressure system swings into the Great Basin. This will bring a better chance at more widespread showers to portions of the eastern Great Basin, as well as a continued drop in temperatures. Drier air begins to move back into western Nevada and western Idaho. This map shows the areas that are expected to see those widespread wetting rains for tomorrow and the high elevation snow in central Idaho and western Wyoming. Gusty winds are possible along the Snake River Plain tomorrow and across portions of southern and eastern Utah ahead of that area of low pressure. On Saturday, a return of some westerly flow moves into the Great Basin for a bit of a break in shower and thunderstorm activity, and some dryness returning to much of the area. Temperatures will still be fairly cool in the wake of that area of low pressure, scooting off to the north with some lingering high elevation rain and snow showers, mainly just on the fringes of the eastern Idaho mountains and western Wyoming. Maximum temperatures will be in the 60s for much of the eastern Great Basin and in the 70s over the western and southern Great Basin. 3-day precipitation accumulations shown here show the best area for precip over the next couple days will be over mainly Utah, eastern Idaho, and western Wyoming, with portions of western and southern Nevada being on the dry side. Sunday should be another dry day as we're in transition between these two systems. Maybe some warming temperatures. Temperatures may begin to warm slightly on Sunday with some drying as well. And on Monday, another strong area of low pressure drops into the Pacific Northwest, which will bring some gusty winds to the central Great Basin and some drier air out ahead of that area of low pressure. But by Tuesday, the low moves over the northern Great Basin and will bring another drop in temperatures and another good chance of precipitation to the northern half of the area. And this will continue into Wednesday. High elevation snow and rain across much of the northern half of the geographic area, which will continue to decrease overall large fire danger. 7-day totals show that next area of low pressure bringing moisture to the Pacific Northwest and the Northern Rockies, enhancing precipitation totals in those areas, as well as eastern Nevada and much of Utah. Western and southern Nevada still remain with the areas with the lightest amount of precipitation over the next 7 days, and it's those areas that could possibly still see some moderate fire potential. The extended outlook from the Climate Prediction Center going into the third week of September calls for continued below normal temperatures, pretty much a bullseye over the Great Basin, and above normal precipitation chances over the northern half of the area with a drier signal across the southern third. The big picture story is that our overall large fire potential will be decreasing fairly rapidly over the next few days and continue to remain low into the third week of September. This concludes today's fire potential briefing. Please check back tomorrow for the latest updates.